Welcome back to another episode of working on our T25 camper van. Welcome back to another episode of trying to get this camper van ready to go to Germany. Yeah, it's been a few days. I've got the gearbox back, all painted, the VW Gearbox shop. Put a link in the description. There was a slight issue with third gear, synchro thingy, mesh thingy, whatever you call it. That's broken, been replaced. Done all new bearings. We swapped the crown wheel and pinion over. In all that thing, he's given it a nice coat of paint, all done all the gaskets, hopefully all the bearings, all the everywhere. It's all good. Hopefully, we'll just find out, won't we? Only time will tell. But yeah, definitely 100% more quicker than I would have done, and also much better job. We've got ourselves a dual mass flywheel that's turned up. Gonna fit that. I've got a single mass on it 14 years ago when I did it. Everyone was going about the dual masses. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Time goes on. It seems like dual masses are the in thing now. Helps spread load into the gearbox and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, body shop guy. Sanding next door, rubbing it in. That I'm not sanding mine. Anyway, we're gonna crack on, put a little bit of paint on the bracket, the clutch. We've got to do a little bit of grind work on the bell housing for the dual mass. It's a common thing you do in these conversions. So we get that all done, and then we can think about maybe filling up with oil before we put it in, do the fluids. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, that's that painted. Yeah. Gotta try and put the flywheel and clutch on it. All comes as a complete kit. It's already bolted on, and you can even, it's quite weird. Got holes for the fingers to the flywheel bolts go on, so you don't take that off. It's all technically aligned. Does look weird with the dot finger missing, which I've looked up, and that is correct. But I might put my, I've got a correct, I've got another thing. I think he swapped it to a new one anyway, but I've got a brand new one, which I ordered anyway because I didn't know. So I'm gonna fit that, then I'm gonna put the flywheel on and spin it and see where it hits. There's two places it hits. Looks like I already gouged a little bit already. I bet that was the old flywheel doing that. Who knows? Okay, sit rep. I'm very dirty. I must have been doing that a couple of times. A goatee. Look, I've got a goatee from that side. Anyway, one colour. It's supposed to be ginger or grey. Anyway, took the old flywheel off, and then I saw the crank seal. Looked pretty good, really. And I'm like, oh, do I change it? Do I don't? I haven't got one, so that means work stops play on fitting the gearbox tonight. And I think it'd be best to fit a new one. Fingers crossed the new one lasts 14 years like the old one, but you can never tell, can you? So I'm gonna go down to GSF or someone like that tomorrow and get one of them sorted. So that's that off. Did a few measurements. I've been around with a bit of mix, a bit of filler, touching up a few bits, and we're just going from there, doing some odd jobs. Should have bought some more things. I've finished 3D printing an air vent, and I forgot to bring that down. Sorry, Andy, if you're watching. You were waiting for a picture. So that's that done. I forgot to bring the crimping tool again, so I can't finish off the fuse box. And the thing, I think we can glue. I was going to put a bit of glue around the waste sink where I join the two parts together. I think it'll be fine anyway. It's hardly any water anyway. But so I'll do that because I'm into mixing things. then think what else we're going to do. Okay, we've got lots of stuff. We should be able to do stuff. Let's get it inside. Well, I should be cracking on with the seal on the clutch, on the flyer, on the crank, but I've been 3D printing these. These are air vents, I think, from what I understand. These cars used to be air cooled as well, and can still be air cooled. So this used to let air out the vents in it. I don't know where my vent is now. It's like that, lets water in, rain hits that, rains and drops down. And it lets hot air come out, but obviously this is water cooled, so it's not really needed, I guess. Again, you need to release some heat from the engine bay, but anyway, what I want to do at some point is put the airbox down one side and also an intercooler down here. I've got the intercooler underneath the gearbox at the moment, over the gearbox. It's not in a very good place. So I invented these. It's taken me a while to print. The second print comes out better for the other side. I had a lot of warpage on this, but I carried on with it because I just wanted to try it. I built like just a frame before as well, just to test the shape, and I've tweaked the design slightly to get it. Yes, this is held in by screws, which I've got no screw holes in this yet. I've left them separate. I'm just going to drill through those. Maybe I could have done it completely differently. We'll see if it fits at all. Yeah. My slight adjustment, I think I adjusted it the wrong way. But anyway, heat gun can sort that. It's not bad. Okay, moving on. We've got to get this done. Here's a seal. I don't know what make and model I've got. Hopefully it's the correct one. I should have taken the other one off, but I ran too late. So we'll just have to try it. If it's wrong, we'll have to take it back. This bit comes out. Obviously, this is where the flywheel goes. It's just some sort of thing to help protect the edge, I guess. Anyway, I won't film too much under there. Held on with some 10mm bolts. Hopefully they should have come out all right. Trying to get my heater to work. It's not working. When you're just not having one of those days. Seal fitted up. Yeah, all bolted up, tapped it in nicely. Yeah, fitted it. Went to do, there's two bolts that go through the sump into the seal as well. Where's the old one? What have I done there? Just so you can see, I think I just showed you just now. Big old chunky one, you can see there, I've got an M6 bolt that's going up. There's another one on the other side. So I've just had burgers and a beer because I'm depressed. The other one, didn't order quite the right part number. It's got M7 bolts. M7 thread. M7, I've got an M7 bolt? No, who has an M7 bolt? Who puts M7, check, blimey, M6 on the sump. I'm thinking Audi, you know. It must be obviously a VW thing that somewhere along the line they've got M7 bolts. I don't have M7 bolts. It's getting cold. Put that down, looking to order M7 bolts off Amazon. Anyway, I'm going to go down to GSF tomorrow, try the car part shop, see if I can find the right seal with M6 bolts. Oh, yeah. I should have ordered it from where I should have done originally. I thought, no, I wanted to get it the next day because I was going to come down here last night. I never did come down here last night, so I could have ordered it from the correct place and it would have been the right one. Kick yourself, don't you? Kick yourself. You're just walking into problems. My spacer for my stereo that I don't even need and the wife doesn't even know about and shouldn't even need isn't big enough. I can print another one, it's not a problem. It needs to be 15mm spacer, I'd put it in a 10mm and it's still, the screen still hits. I could have checked that the other night and printed off another one. I would have got that job done, but no, I can't get that job done now because I need 15mm, not 10mm. I've got the the terminals I needed for the fuse box. I didn't have any ring terminals. Bought them down. I've had a burger, 2 burgers, greedy cheeseburgers. Again, I know I had those the previous night, but they're easy to cook. I'm going to see if I can wire in a fuse box back in, because now we've got no power to anything now, because we were in that. Okay, we're back. 2 days later. Correct gasket, seal, ordered from Brickworks, came next day. Should have just done that in the first place. Yes, well, yeah, let's get this on. I'll try and get the camera down there. We're going to smash this and we're going to get the gearbox on today. That's the plan anyway. Oh, I've got to do something about the lighting in here. That goes last. Paint shop boys next door, a little bit of music playing. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted. All right, let's get this on. Gearbox full of oil. Try and get the gearbox, no, flywheel then on. Seal on, flywheel on, gearbox oil, gearbox on. Sounds simple. Must tidy up in there as well before the wife sees. Okay, I thought I'd buggered the seal, but I think it's okay. Anyway, all fitted up nice, looks good. Only time will tell. We'll just have to keep an eye on it for dripping. At least we've got practice. £170 it would be from brand new from VW. Is that going to be a hindsight trying to not buy that option? Who knows? Flywheel went on. Snug, but it did the bolt up. I did them very slowly, each one, and it moved on and went on tight, so that's good. Just about to torque them up, and I thought, forgot the shit plate. There's just a thin metal plate, because I don't know if it's just because of these conversions, these TDI engines, you know, not designed actually. Well, they do bolt on, but they were never intended to go on this gearbox, I don't think. So you can buy a 1mm shit plate that goes behind it to stop crap getting in and out. I'd forgotten to put that on. Thought, that's all right, it's a U-shape, it fits in. Torqued the nuts up, and then it was a bugger to get on. Did get on eventually, and you can do it. Trust me, you have to push a load of things out of the way, and it slides around. Got that on. Now, gonna fill the gearbox up with oil, thinking it's easier to do it off the car. It's gonna be easy, isn't it? It's easy, you know, put extra weight for the gearbox to lift up, but I don't think it's marginal. Gearbox is heavy. It's heavy, isn't it? So yeah, do that. Fill the gearbox up, 3.5 litres. Tighten that back up, check the sun plug, that's tight, good. And then we've got to try and angle the engine down a bit to try and help us get the gearbox in. We should have done that properly before, but anyway, yeah. Let's get on. Okay, where are we? No gearbox. It's in. I was worried a little bit at one point. I thought, oh, there's a gap, and I thought, oh, I haven't ground enough. You have to grind a little bit of the bell housing out, which I think I did originally anyway. Or the flywheel did anyway. But I just realised that it's just the way it looks with the shit plate in there. Anyway, it's all done up, missing one bolt. I think I was missing it when it came off, surprisingly. I'm gonna find another bolt. Starter connected up. I haven't put the drive shafts back in yet, because I want to try and see if it starts and see if we get any more weirder noise than you normally do with a TDI. Gear linkage is connected up. Can't really test it yet. Clutch isn't connected either. But let's give it a start. Let's see if it starts. All right, give me a shout if it starts. I might better hear it. Well, see if I've used the battery out of Lemmy, so put some ignition lights on. Feels good. This is where it falls off the ramp. That's not a good sign, is it? And I have left my jump pack at home, I think. Just went to put the battery charger on. When I try again, tap the old terminals down on the battery, thinking that was it. Then I just realised I haven't done up the main battery cable to the starter motor. Oh, I'll put it on loosely. I haven't put a nut on it yet. That should be it. Okay, round 2 with the cable connected to the starter. I expect it to start, if it does start the first go, because it won't start for a while. That sounded very noisy. Very noisy. Well, I started up again and the knocking went. So there's a bit of a rattle, but I haven't got the drive shafts in. I think the idler on the alternator belt and stuff is noisy as well. It's not that noise. It is what it is. There's no major noises apart from what I'm used to. I definitely don't remember it smoking as much, but then I was always at the front, so I never saw it. Obviously got nothing to do with what we've done, but I still know the ECU's playing about because of the brake pedals and stuff. Now the exhaust is, I bolted the exhaust on. Wow. There is a little bit of aluminium shavings on the floor, but it literally made the noise for 2 or 3 seconds and it kicked over fine, so maybe I didn't grind quite enough, but there was a fraction enough just to get caught, and it's done a self-machining job. So it's a lot quieter now. I've bolted the exhaust on. It's still a diesel, still tappy tappy tappy. I can't hear any grinding noises from the gearbox. We're just gonna have to give it a go. All right, time to cook some lunch. Burgers as always. Easy, simple stuff. I deserve it. Won't feel myself eat, but a couple of cheeseburgers and a can of Stella for lunch. Cheers, everyone. Back on its wheels. Drive shaft's connected up, clutch is connected up. Haven't tested any of it yet because you might as well get it on the ground. We're just going to do a little forward and backwards test. Just a little, because I need to clear up all my tools at the back there. And yeah, we'll shut the boot maybe. Yeah, let's just try it. Whew. Can't take it for a real drive yet because we've got no passenger sliding door, which we should be able to put back on. Let's tie it flat over here. Not good, not driving it very far at all. Like the clutch, wasn't it? Quite like clutch. Kill switch, kill switch. Is this a race car? Alright. See how bad this goes. See if the clutch works. Yeah. Wow. Something's not quite right with the clutch. Not happy now. Now I'm trying to think, is it anywhere where I've tried to save money by doing something slightly different? You know, use a correct clutch release bearing, DMF. Dual mass flywheel was off eBay, but it's a Saks one with correct part numbers, came in the box. It was already built as one unit, bolted that up. Pedal feels good. You know, literally you can sort of feel pressure as soon as you hit it. It's not like there's a soft bit at the top where maybe it's air or something. Is it the gearbox? I guess I could just jump in the car now. Obviously, if it gets into gears, that's fine, more than likely, because it's got to be just a clutch. Sit rep, we're back on the ramps. This video is going to end soon, and we're not going to have a clutch working. I'm dirty. So what have we done? We tried to rebleed it. I've got it back on the ramps. I can actually get underneath it. I've been trying to measure the movement I'm getting from the clutch, and I'm getting about 3.3 millimeters. I use verniers, which for what a quick read, maybe I should be getting about 15 millimeters. 3.3 millimeters doesn't sound a lot, that's for sure. So I tried bleeding it a couple of times. A bit tricky by yourself, but you know, piece of wood and all that. And the first time, one time I bled it, I did get a bit, you know, you get air, you know, like you do. Everybody's done the bleeding. But the next two times I didn't. But basically I couldn't also, once the bleeding nipple was completely open, fluid was coming out a bit, but I couldn't push the slave back, which was strange. I would have thought, you know, you should be able to do that. You should be able to, once, you know, you've got air in the system or a way out, it should, the arm should go back, you should be able to push it, and it didn't. It's solid. Is that the clutch slave? Was that the clutch master? I'm 96% confident of what's inside is now pretty okay. I just think I should be getting more movement. It always was a bit dubious. Once on one of our trips we had last year with the old one, I drove it around and we were driving it for a few days, and then the clutch started to, I couldn't get into gear. Anyway, parked up for the day, spent the day and came back to it, and I managed to bleed it and I got the clutch back. So there's something not quite right. But anyway, Germany in 4 weeks. If you like what you like, hit the like button, please, it helps. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe. I will be getting back to Frank and the scam. This is number one. I know it's not the most interesting, but it's the most frustrating at the moment, but it's got to be done. All right, I'm going to go to tidy up. I think we're going to maybe have turkey mince mayonnaise wraps with some peppers. Wife has avocado, but avocado. All right, take it easy, everyone.